everyone, and welcome to a Project Justice devlog. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what I've been up to since the last devlog, because a lot has happened since I last spoke to you guys. Now, for those of you who are new and are quite unaware of what's happening, I've been trying to make a cop game for the past so many months since January. And a lot has happened since the last episode. And in the previous episode, I was trying to create better AI. I was trying to create some shooter AI for my game, and I definitely got something, but it was a bit janky and buggy. So after the devlog, I had a look into the AI a bit more, and I found out that, yeah, this isn't probably going to work. At least what I was trying to follow. There was a tutorial series on YouTube that was free for people to kind of watch and to learn and follow. The problem that that tutorial series had is that the resources in order for you to be able to make this was gatekept. And if you were trying to make it from scratch, well, yeah, good luck with that, because the free resources out there are not the best. Now, this was in terms of the animations, not so much the code. The code is fine, it's just, you know, it would have been really nice if I had those animations that worked in Unreal Engine. Just saying. So I was kind of a bit at a loss. I didn't know what to do, really. I had a really long thought about all of this. And I thought there are some things on the Fab Marketplace that could probably help me with my development. Specifically, an AI behavior toolkit that I need. So I got myself an AI behavior toolkit on the Fab Marketplace. I managed to hook it up to my projects, and away I went. And then all of a sudden, I just got AI that not only have I got melee AI that actually hits the player and does damage, but I've also got shooter AI that actually can shoot at the player and also has the added ability of sometimes missing its target. How cool is that? So I somehow managed to go from barely having AI that doesn't really work to now I've actually got some semblance of a first-person shooter template, an actual real one. To really sell this home, I decided to add a blood splatter effect on the HUD, so every time that you take damage, the blood splatter effect on the alpha will become more visible depending on how much damage you receive and how much health you've got left. And also when you get hit, there is a brief flash of a second blood splatter effect and a bit of a camera shake. This is just kind of from more visual elements. So I've added visual feedback. And I would have to admit that it definitely gives a semblance of you are being hit. You definitely feel like you gotta run away when you do get hit. So I will concede that there. I also added some sound effects. I added some hurt sound effects, so every time that the AI as well as the player gets hit, they say ow, or they kind of say R or something. And then when the enemy AI dies, it plays a death sound. I did also add some footsteps and some gunshot sound effects as well, but I ran out of time to be able to record it, and I need to get this video out on Friday, so I apologise for that. I think the next logical step I need to do is I just need to add the stun and arrest mechanic. I need to get a taser to be able to do that, so that needs to be rigged and animated. And just then getting the UI, the main menu stuff, and possibly some levels as well, all hooked up and ready to go. And then we've got a minimum viable product, or a vertical slice for the gameplay loop that I need to be able to demonstrate and get some playtesting going. I have to admit, this is now coming along, and hopefully with all things going well, we should get this MVP ready by the end of the year. So that about does it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe so that way you can stay notified when I upload next. And with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.